Hi everybody, welcome to Me Made Made 2025, and I've decided to do something a little bit different this year. So I've never done this before for Me Made May, but what I'm going to do each Sunday is just take you through the outfits that I've been wearing. I will share them onto Instagram each day. I'm loving seeing that picture diary on my grid already. And what I did last weekend, we're going away in a few weeks' time, and we did that thing where, do you do that? You get the cases out and you sort through the holiday stuff that you think's all in one case and it isn't, to see what you need to go shopping for. So I said to Carl, I've got some IKEA bags up there. I need them down. I need to sort them out. I've never really before had seasonal clothing. I've talked about that in vlogs. I would just pull a jumper on over a dress, but I do feel this winter that I have had specific winter clothing. So there was, do you know what I mean? Those white IKEA big, like fairly big zip-up bags. Well, there was loads of stuff. And I just thought, right, I'm going to set to and have a sort out, because when I wasn't making my own clothes, I was quite good at that, about kind of every year or so thinking, am I wearing this? Am I using it? Do I still need it? And if not, taking it to the charity shop. So basically that's kind of what I did last week. It all went off to the Salvation Army charity, and I wish I took some footage of it, but I didn't. There was a lot of it. Cat was like scooping it up. And you might think, oh, that's really wasteful, but some of it was fabrics that I maybe bought quite early when I got back into sewing, and some of them that I was thinking, I love that fabric, but it's not a colour that suits me, and it's not something I'm going to wear. Now, you know how it rolls. It wasn't so much does it fit me or not, because my weight's always gone up and down. So if I like something and I think, oh, that might fit me again in the future and I can see me wearing it, then I would keep that. So that, I felt very light. Does that sound crazy after I'd done that? Because it's so long. I've been sewing again for, well, 5 years. And I don't think I've really done that properly to that extent. And I kept thinking, oh, I've got loads of stuff in the loft. And now I'm very happy to say all I've got in the loft are some like thick jumper dresses, real winter things. And everything else, when I open my wardrobe doors, the things that I would wear ranging from dresses to skirts to trousers to tops to sweatshirts. I've still kept some of those out. And then under the bed, I've got a drawer that I've got all my like beach holiday wear sort of stuff in there. And then in this room, on this door, I hang some dresses on there, kind of, so I rotate between those, and that's it. Sorted. So it felt really good. Anybody else having a good sort out? Let me know in the comments. If you haven't already done it, if you're thinking about doing it, let me know. So it is Me Made May. I'm recording this on Saturday, so I'm 3 days in, but each week I'm going to, some days I might record just what I'm wearing each day. Some days I might do a couple of days and show you a picture of the day before. It just depends kind of how things go. And so, like, I have got makeup and stuff on today because I've been out, but I won't have every day. And some days me hair, like, yeah, you know how it goes. But let's keep this real. And I want to kind of review it with you. I want to know what you're doing, what you're up to, how you feeling about your clothes. Have you got, I know, like for a lot of people, it's like, have I got any gaps? What do I need to make? What do I need to get rid of? Some things I'm repurposing. So I've got a cord dress and indigo that I made last year that was previously something else, and I've not reached for it all winter. So I've cut the top off. I've kept the big skirt panel, and I've put that in I've got like a basket of fabric suitable for making bags, and that's gone into there. So I've done a bit of that, bit of this and a bit of that. So I'm a listener, if not met you before, and my channel is Sew Like Dotty. So it's all about the sewing. So in this month, I have got some things on. So for a couple of weeks I'm in the UK, then I'm going to Tenerife, then I'll land back from there at like 2:30 a.m. and at 9:30 a.m. I'm going on a little sewing retreat for a couple of days in the Lake District. So throughout that period, you'll see what I was wearing at those times. And I'm laughing because before I go to Tenerife, I'm going to have to pack the bag for the Lake District. Yeah, I'll have to get organised. Anywho, what have I been wearing? So let's start with day one, because I'm wearing day 3. So day 1, I'll pop a picture of it in now. Let me grab that off the shelf. So day 1 was this red dress here, which is a copy of a ready-to-wear dress that I bought. And basically it is 4 rectangles. So there is a centre seam and it comes across here. Now, if you've got a directional print, you need to cut this piece and the back piece and join them together on the sleeve. I have cut one out and I have done that. But if it's non-directional or you're not bothered, you can actually do it without, which this one is, without having any seam across the shoulder at all. I'll just put that down, it'll make a noise. With this one, I just overlocked it and turned it over, but the next one I've cut out, I'm going to actually turn that over again, just so that you don't see that overlocking. It's got a tie on the back, and that's just to sort of keep it in place. Kimono style sleeves. So let me put my hand in so you can sort of see that. Now, what I did was I just rounded those off. I think originally I used the Friday Pattern Company Sawaro set just as a template to do that, but it's an easy thing to do. And then the skirt is literally 2 rectangles. I sometimes put a ruffle on. This one has got a ruffle on the bottom, so with this one it's got one there, and then I think it was too short, so I put this extra one on. That's it. It's so easy. Now this is, it looks lovely styled up on an evening. I think I made another one in a viscose, but I didn't like it. This is viscose chalice, and the one I've just got out is viscose chalice. It needs something with a bit of swoosh, but it's so simple. Now, I've changed rooms since I last made this, and I had a square piece of cardboard with my measurements on. Wasn't using Stash Hub back then. I'll just put it there for now. And I couldn't find it, and I was like, where is it? Anyway, I've got 2 baskets here with A4 envelopes with patterns in, and just under my cutting desk over there I've got a small selection of like things I use rarely. I didn't find the cardboard, but as I flicked through looking for the cardboard, thinking hopefully I've slotted it in here, I actually found the pattern. I'd made a pattern template. I was like, oh, thank goodness. So yeah, that was great. Now, I'm maybe heavier than I was when I made it. I'm not really very sure. But because of the nature of it being squares and rectangles, it's more about I'm holding it up. It's more about, hang on, these might be a bit rough and ready and not so edited as well. It's more about this elastic here. So it's just got a very narrow piece of elastic across this seam here. So because it's quite drapey, it's more about just getting that elastic where you wanted it to be. And I put it on and I was like, yeah, I feel really comfortable in this. So you'll see in the picture, we were at Sea Houses the other day and it was beautiful. It was like 24 degrees or something. So I put it on to go there and felt really good in it. So yeah, that was number 1. I feel like this is like doing Vlogmas. I'm not doing like that. I'm not going to tell you what I'm doing each day. I'll let you know, like if I've been somewhere, I might tell you that, but I'm not going to go in depth. So the next outfit that I was this one here. Now you'll see some of our decking sort of collapsed because we had a inflatable hot tub on it for a while, and so some of it rotted. So Carl's been replacing that, so the decking looks a bit iffy on the picture, but he's been replacing those boards and he's just started to paint them as well. So I just grabbed a picture in the garden because it was a bit of a get stuff done for both of us sort of a day. Now, I had a dress in this, which was one of the ones that went to the charity shop, and I'd completely forgot that I'd made these until I went in my holiday stuff drawer to pull out holiday stuff, and I found a pair of Sawaro pants. Now, I wasn't sure at first which of the many pull-on trousers it was, till I pulled them up and they were just under my chest, and then I thought, yeah, they're Sawaro pants. Now, I love the way I've done the elastic on these ones, so it's just got this stitch there. The elastic's not massively overly tight. This is a Minerva exclusive viscose chalice, which is called Animal Glow. It's still available. It's in lots of their fabric bases. It's one of my favourite fabrics, so when I found these, I did a little ooh. Now, I'm not going looking for things particularly because it's me made me. I'm not trying to dig stuff up that I've not worn for a while. It just so happens that the things that I've worn so far this week are things I haven't worn for a while, mostly because they've been up in the loft. So I wore these. When I pulled them out, I thought, oh, I think they may be too short or something like that. That's why I've shoved them in there. They're not. They're perfect. And they will be coming on holiday, I think, as well. And I paired them up with this top just here, which is in black. So that's not really very helpful, is it? But this is a woven top. It's just a black, sorry, viscose, hello, black viscose chalice, which was from Pound Fabrics. I think I'm doing well at the moment remembering where my fabric's from. The top is the London top by Fibre Mood, and I went a little bit crazy for this last year. I think I made about 4, and I think I've got 2 cut out ready to sew up as well at some point. It does have normally a back seam with a little opening and a tie, which I did cut this, and then I thought, actually, I think I'm just going to sew it right round. So basically it's like a woven t-shirt, but it's quite loose fitting and I really like it. The only thing with this one is I did pre-wash the fabric, I always do, but for some reason this one shrank a little bit. Now I've got it in white, same fabric from Pound Fabrics, and that hasn't shrunk at all. Now it has got a cover stitched hem that's a 2-inch hem, so I could unpick it and let it down. But when I look back at that picture again yesterday, I thought, well, it looks all right. So yeah, I'm not doing that. There are some of the things I've dug out that I might come to this month that have got some little alteration plans on, but yeah, we'll come to them at some point. So outfit number 3 today is this one here. I've stood up a couple of times. This is my absolute favourite thing that I have ever sewn. And it's in the Dolores fabric from Fabric Godmother, which I don't think they stock anymore. I think I made it 3 years ago. It's the Style Arc bell dress. Let me just pull the sleeves down. So I did pattern placement down here on the bust, down here on the sleeves. I spent ages making sure I got extra fabric to make sure I had that down the sleeves. I just do the waistband on the fold, and then the skirt goes down, but the ruffle goes across, and then hopefully you'll see at the back I've got down and across, I think. Or have I got all down? All down. But where it's shaded at the back goes across. And I love it. And I hadn't been wearing it because it was too long. Now I made it originally as like an evening gown for a ball. And I just kept thinking I need to take the ruffle off, because you'll see on the picture, I'll put it on and leave it on. I positioned the ruffle in such a way with the maximum amount of fabric that I had left, so you could see the lines going across. So I didn't want to lose any of the ruffle, and I thought I need to take a few inches off it. So I was going to take the ruffle off, shorten the skirt and put the ruffle back on. That was my plan. And then I tried it on today and I thought, actually, it had a deep hem in it, probably like 1.25 inches. So I thought, I'm going to double that over. This is like, I was like makeup on, hair still wet, about to go out for this beautiful afternoon tea today at Whitley Bay, which was a gift from one of my sessions for when I retired. So I was, yeah, Cal came upstairs to see how I was getting on, getting ready, and I was here, wet hair, half done, sewing a hem, as you do when you're a sewist. Is that not true? Yeah. Anywho, I'm really happy with it. It's super maxi, but I'm fine with that. And I had it on with my docs today and it wasn't trilling on the floor or anything like that. So I think for now I'm going to leave it as it is. I do have an emergency bit of fabric in this because a couple of years ago, or was it last year? I don't know. I lost a couple of stones and I was going to like change the bodice. So I have got an emergency bit, which I'm keeping just in case I ever need it. So that is day 3. I hope that you're with me on this. Please stop by next Sunday and see what I've worn and what I've got up to a little bit next week. And have I got anything going on next week? Like, I've got my normal sew virtuals. I don't think I do. So it's just a normal week at home. So I'm kind of gauging things on what am I being drawn to wear. I don't think there's anything in my wardrobe that now is not really fussed about you anymore, but we'll see at the end of the month. So yeah, thanks for stopping by today. It's always a pleasure. I love to read your comments, so please chat to me down below. If you're not posting pictures of me made mate, doesn't mean you can't chat about what you're wearing or what you're making. I'd love to know, and I will see you really soon. If you haven't already subscribed, please press that button, give me a little thumbs up, and I will catch you very soon. Bye for now.